So, the rising welterweight Virgil Ortiz, he says that a super fight with Errol Spence will happen at 154 in Dallas.
Go. Welcome to
Real Life Boxing.
Blessed, loving, blessed day. Oh, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fire and this is Real Life Boxing. Hey, the fast rising, hard hitting Virgil Ortiz. He says that a super fight with Errol Spence at 154 will happen in Dallas, and that's his dream fight. Hey, before we get into it, I'm gonna ask you guys to smash on that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when new content is being uploaded, and you can be notified when we are going live. I want to welcome you guys to another installment of Real Life Boxing Quick Reads, where I give you guys a quick read. Article from Boxing Scene by Ryan Burton. Virgil Ortiz super fight versus Errol Spence will happen in Dallas at 154 pounds. Fast rising welterweight prospect Virgil Ortiz, 14-0 with 14 KOs, put his best performance to date this past Saturday when he steamrolled former light challenger Antonio Orozco in 6 rounds in Texas at a Golden Boy Promotions card that was streamed on the Zone. The 21-year-old Orozco on the canvas 3 times in the 6th round to extend his knockout streak to 14 in the pro ranks. Shortly after the fight, Ortiz said that he is working on being more patient in the ring. He said he was able to stay patient after he hurt him in the first time, but couldn't hold himself back from going for the kill when he hurt him the second time. He goes on to speak about his aggression in the fight. Prior to the fight, Ortiz mentioned a fight against IBF welterweight champion Errol Spence as being his dream fight. Spence will attempt to unify titles next month when he faces WBC welterweight champion Sean Porter. While he is very interested in making the fight come to a fruition down the road, Ortiz believes the fight is more likely to happen in the super welterweight division. Spence is a very big welterweight and has stated that it isn't easy for him to make weight. He also has said that he will be moving up after a few more fights at 147. You know what? I don't believe me and Errol will fight at 147. I believe it will happen at 154. You heard me just now. I only have 14 fights. Maybe it will happen when I have 24 or 25 fights. That is a fight waiting to happen. It is definitely a super fight that will happen in Dallas. A lot of respect to Errol Spence. I grew up with him at the same gym. I am pretty happy he showed up. It just means a lot to me. He used to be my teammate and he is a very great fighter, Ortiz revealed. A shout out to Virgil Ortiz for thinking ahead and believing that himself and Errol Spence can fight in a super fight at 154 pounds. He says about 10 fights down the road. Both of these guys are from Texas, and Virgil Ortiz is fast and rising. And he's a pretty big kid, so he says he doesn't have that many more fights left at 147 either. But I really like this kid, and I really respect how he's not pushing the envelope too much. You know what I mean? He's saying maybe about 10 fights. He's not saying now he wants to take on Errol Spence right now. He says maybe about 10, 11 more fights. I'm at 14 fights now, so maybe this fight happens when I'm 24, 25 fights in. And he says he has a lot of respect for Errol Spence. Errol Spence showed up to his fight, and he said he was very excited, you know, and appreciative that Errol Spence even came out to his fight to see him fight, which makes sense because he said, you know, they were teammates and they grew up in the same gym. So that's what's up. You know what I mean? Hopefully Virgil Ortiz can keep rising on a steady pace and you know, stay focused and do his thing up until those 10, 11 more fights, you know, to see if he can get a shot at Errol Spence. Both of those guys from Texas. So like I said, if he can keep his name big and Errol keeps his name big, could be a pretty big fight for Texas. Errol Spence said he is looking to unify, looking to be undisputed at 147 before he moves up to 154. But he definitely says that moving up to 154 is in his future, but he wants to be undisputed at 147. So, like I said, shout out to Virgil Ortiz for seeing big things in his future. That can only mean big things, because when you set goals, you know, and you can see these things happening, it only pushes you to work towards it even more. I'll say for right now, Errol Spence has a lot of plate on his food, a lot of food on his plate, a lot of fighters that he still hasn't fight that the public wants to see him fight. He's about to fight Sean Porter. We still want Keith Thurman, maybe Manny, maybe Danny Garcia, but we'll see what happens. I want you guys to tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting y'all fight and protect yourself at all times, man. Peace and one love. So if you like this video and you would like to see more great content like this on the channel, go to the PayPal link or the Cash App link in the description and show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is Real Life Boxing.